Views expressed by guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of Talkroom by Naha. This content is for entertainment and informative discussion purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
At Infratech Unified Solutions, we believe technology should be a bridge, not a barrier. Based in Kampala, we empower services in all sizes with affordable digital solutions from custom software and cloud systems to networking and IT support. We don't just offer services, we listen, we understand, and we build solutions that fit your goal and budget. Whether you're starting up, Infratech meets you where you are. Infratech Unified Solutions, technology within reach.
I'm a voiceover artist. Have no fear, hit star 157 hash to join MTN Pulse.
Have no fear, hit star 157 hash to join MTN Pulse.
Tusker Malt Lager, 100% malt. Tusker Malt Lager, 100% malt. Slow brewed for fuller flavor. Now in a distinctive new look. Thank you, Uganda, for imagining it with us and making us the fastest growing telecom in the country for the past 5 years. Thank you, Uganda, for imagining it with us and making us the fastest growing telecom in the country over the past 5 years.
About yet another episode of the Talkroom. My name is Naha. Allow me a shout out to our sponsors. Infratech, the best solution for all anything to do with tech, websites, they got you. Table 9, the best restaurant with the best ambience. And Reticuro Heights, apartments and Airbnbs. Today we're sitting down with the big voice behind those big companies. NVS, NSSF, Airtel, MTN, I can't mention all of them. We are having a one-on-one with Neka. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thanks for having me.
It's good to have you on the Talkroom.
You know, our names like rhyme, like your Naha.
Neka, Naha. What's the logic?
I don't
Jokes. Who is Neka? I know most of the people don't know you, but you have to understand who you are.
I'm a human being, I guess. I would say I'm a multimedia type of guy. In terms of multimedia marketing, I'm a brand, and I would say I'm a brand strategist in a way. Though most of the time, my voice stands out on the things that I do, but I do a couple of other things away from just being a voiceover artist. I've done a couple of things. That's why I said I'm a multimedia type of guy. When it comes to marketing, brand management, and then now when you go to, in terms of, I used to do copywriting way back in the day before AI came in, and now we just do it a little bit just to clean up our writing. An audio producer because I produce ads and music when I'm free. I'm passionate about acting. That's like my first passion. But then most people know me because of my voice. I did TV presenting, radio presenting, of course. Right now, I would say I've taken a break from the presenting bit. But the voiceover, I'm still doing it.
When did you realize that you can be a voiceover artist?
Something actually I never used to give attention to, but it happened in I would say vacation of senior six is around 2015. Because most people don't know I did a bachelor's of business administration, majored in accounting. So on paper, I'm an accountant. Career-wise, I'm a marketing guy.
So you're making money out of, is it talent? What should we call it?
Both. I make a living off of my talent, I would say. My voice pays me a lot. If you rent, I guess, like when I calculated like how I spend the money of the voiceover, and then also I have a career away from that. But that's the boring stuff that we do. But yeah, today we're going to talk about voicing. How did I realize I had a voice? People used to tell me that a lot, like when it broke out, because I used to have a very small voice, and like when I was young.
Really?
I think it broke out in 2010 when I was 15, and I actually used to hate it because I was a kid with a huge voice, so everybody in class would laugh at me. So I started liking it. I think HSC. Yeah, when I went to a different school now. So these guys have never had a version of me with a small voice. So they're hearing a version of me with a big voice. to think I would make money out of it, no, that is something that came later on.
You're going to realize much later.
No, it's something that came later on. I was natural, just. The thing about me doing voiceovers for commercial, it's I grew up in the TV era, not internet era. I grew up in the TV era when there's not a lot of content, so we can consume as people. So we used to mimic everything you would hear, like even the ads. So for us, when we were growing up, me and my sisters, we used to just do it for the fun of it. Like, you just remember those Odomos days and all of those mango, like all of those ads, because we didn't have a lot of content. So we used to just try and sound like that, not knowing that maybe one day it will pay off. So my journey starts out when I was trying to work on TV. Yeah, this is way back in the day. If you want to work on TV, you used to come up with a concept, and then you write, and then you have to take it to a TV station with a demo and stuff like that. But now you guys create you have like cameras everywhere. So I had a very huge concept. So I started moving it around, and at that time when I was moving it around, lucky enough, I met a guy who was from Mara Media. I think it's one of our Ruparia's group. He was a friend to one of my sisters. So I was pushing for a TV type of show. This is my first year at campus. And when I went there, they were supposed to teach me how to write like proposals to take to TV. But since this guy was into that, I was like, hey, have you ever done voicing before? And I was like, no. Because I was there just to consult how do they write proposals to TV. So he started giving me, it was actually a Kenyan guy, it was called Roy. So he got some guy called Zambala, so they told me to go to a studio, and then I do voice testing for a documentary. I went, started voicing documentary, and that particular time, when you're at first year campus, even if they give you 50K for you, you're like, oh, because it's just moving from, like, then you go to town. So for me, I was okay. So I kept on doing the voice testing. So in my mind, I was like, I'm still doing voice testing. So until the studio guy told me, do we pay you, like, for this? And I'm like, yeah, you give me transport. You told me I'm still doing voice testing, but now this is like we're in like a fourth project. And the guy was like, no. The guy on the studio was like, the truth is, you came in when you're natural. We actually are using your voice. So yeah, that's how I actually separated from Roy for the first time. Because he found out the guys actually told me like they're using my voice. But at that particular time, I was green. I didn't know if I get paid for just talking on the mic and doing stuff that I've seen on TV. And then along the way, of course, everything requires practice. Then along the way, remember the TV show I was pushing? So I moved around. I would say there are some people who they call anchor beings. Do you know what that means? Like people God puts in your path just to show you the direction. So we go, I have a couple of friends, something you're doing here. We shoot a demo. So we had like a youth conference type of situation going on because I was at campus. So we're thinking in line with the campus things. So Urban TV at that time was on top. So I managed to go have an audience with the late Bush Baby. We became friends later on, but that particular time. And it was like, I love your concept. It's expensive to actually shoot. It's expensive to shoot. We can't afford it. And right now I'm cutting budgets. But if you get a partner on board, we'll be able to actually like jump on it because we're Urban and stuff like that. I don't remember if you guys remember Urban TV. Do you remember Urban TV?
I do remember.
Yeah.
I do remember.
Do you know who Bush Baby was? At that time was the GM.
I remember the time where you had to write a concept ticket.
Yeah. So Urban TV was very cool with the kids. I feel like it was ahead of its time because those days, when you go back to commercially, kids those days didn't have purchasing power. Part of the reason why it actually went down because advertisers didn't see the value of kids, but now they see the value of kids because they're always like youth, what, and all that stuff. And then, so as I was trying to push for that show, I walk into an agency. We actually first go to Vodafone, and then Vodafone, because they gave us some contacts of a Vodafone guy. I was moving with my guy, it's called Martin. And we had our demo, we had our proposal in hands. Good thing those proposals were back in the day. You just Google and everything you write is your English. So not now that you can just put in an AI and that just gets it out. So that house was actually cool because me, I was at campus, so I didn't mind much. And so we went, the Vodafone chick was like, no, you know what? JWT. Now this is Acacia Avenue. Before those days, Acacia used to look like so dope. Now everybody just walks around. So, but those days, I'm telling you, like you would even feel the place. So we went, and then they told us go to JWT. I think it's part of Scanning Sun Agency. So we went there, and we met the receptionist because they had called them to Vodafone. I don't remember. Do you remember Vodafone? Or you're young?
I do.
So when I go to the agency to explain our concept, so there are two guys who were walking in. One was a copywriter, I think the other one was a creative director. They walked in, and I was explaining. They went, and then they came back. And then they sat there. They were just listening to me explain. So when I looked at them, they were like, no, you continue. So after I explained, then they were like, bruh, for a guy like you, have you ever used your voice? And at that particular time, I was already doing the documentaries with these guys. And I'm like, yeah, for a couple of documentaries, I've done something. Like now I'm trying to act like cool because I know what they're talking about. I had no idea what they were talking about because I've been doing documentaries. So the guy was Joe Kitavazi, who's now my personal friend. I actually call him like my brother now. And at that time, I think he was a copywriter. And then Dennis. So they were like, you know what? We want to use you, and can we call you for if you have any demos and what? And I'm like, cool. And I went, months passed, no phone call. I remember one day, the day I get the phone call for the first demo, I think it was still Vodafone. I think they were trying to pitch something in Zambia or something like that. I remember I was in the hostel. I don't know what I was doing. Either I was watching porn or something, but it was just one of those days when I was just being a boy. Maybe it's a night commando, but yeah, I was in my ghetto room, and then I received a call, and then I was like, "Hey, my name is Joe. I wanted you to come in and stuff like that." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Me, I'm game." When? So we went and went to a studio called First Love Studios at that particular time. Now this is the official journey, how I started the journey, and remember doing like accounting, numbers, but I'm still trying to push because I knew accounting was boring. I only took it because I needed to understand how money works. So along the way, and we go, and this is my first time to be intimidated by anyone. So we met a guy called Nicholas. Nicholas has an amazing voice, and he has like a specific accent to him. So I go to do the video, the demo. You know, I think when a pro reads and you're like, why did they bring me? You get my point. Like, why did they bring me? So that was the first time. And then now, what Joel did, that I would be grateful for. After that demo, that we finished that demo, he got my number because it was on an agency. He gave it to multiple studios. Web Records for Sudi, Swans, yeah. So he was like, he actually gave them the number. It was like, there's this new kid. You guys need to have him in your database.
Which year was that?
This is like 2016. Yeah, 2016. And yeah, so they started calling me for demos. I did Taskalite. And actually I did Taskamotlaga, the demo. How is a legend made? And then because I remember Swans was still at is it called Munyonyo? No, Muyenga. Yeah, they were still at Muyenga at that particular time. So now my journey starts. I talk to him, and then he gives out. I don't know. We kind of like kick it off with him, and then he gives my number out to all these guys. So these guys will call me in for demos, and then they will keep the bank at that particular time.
So you start making the money and all that?
No, I'm not. I'm just going to do demos because at the end of the day, yes, my voice was deep, but there's certain ads that I wasn't doing. So I go to Web Records, and this is Sudi. I think he's one of like the guys who made a lot of ads with time. And I go there, and we do the first ad that will take forever. Okay, I'll tell you like an hour. And then he told me there's one thing to have a voice. You need to understand how to use it. So I go back. Now for me, I'm doing it for fun. So I go back. He keeps my voice. And then I start practicing. Good thing I already like movies and stuff like that. So For me, it was just so I would just go on YouTube, do stuff. I would repeat what the things I hear on TV. Like if I see an ad running, I'll do what the ad is talking about.
And it gets better with time.
Yeah, it gets better with time. Like I always say, the game is wide. Everybody can do it. There are some Messis and Pogbas. I think I'm among the Messis. So it doesn't take like a lot for me. Like it's not actually to brag, but yeah, but then there are some exceptional guys, and guys are good. And then yeah, so yeah, my journey starts like that. So I start going to Sudi. Sudi starts paying me. I feel like he was the first guy to actually pay me a lot of money. I still remember the ad was TMT steel bars at that particular time. I was so I didn't even care about the money. I was so happy to hear my voice on radio. Like I was so happy to hear. Like I was like, yo, the ad is actually working out. Now, 2017, I'm finishing campus. I was like, what next? You know, like a phase, like you're done with campus. So I call up Joe. I tell him like, you know what? That's why I say God's timing. I was like, Joe, I'm done at campus. You guys are doing a lot of stuff. Because those days I used to run like campaigns over Fly and stuff like that. How can I plug in? And that particular time he comes and tells me, you actually called the right time. There's a studio that is opening up and they want me to manage it. And I need you to come in as my intern, see how things move, learn how to do copywriting very well and stuff like that. And I was like, cool, where do I start? And we agreed and transport money, remember, like just transport, I facilitate for you, you come in, learn, and we see how like this is your start, see how the work goes.
There's not a lot of people in the voiceover industry. How it's either you or
actually we have many.
Really?
We're so many, and we're so many that are good. But most of the guys that are good now are either in corporate, like I was, or I'm still am. But the advantage I have, I'm in corporate, but I'm in corporate over media, so it's easy for me. But we have amazing guys. You have Jafar Amin, who normally does equity. If you remember CTV, that voice you used to hear, this is CTV. Fami, an amazing voice. You have Nicholas, Fast Love. You have Rudende. There's so many voiceovers. I believe me and Timo, we kind of like pick because we're attached to media houses.
Yes.
Yeah, compared to other guys. You have Val. Val is always now busy with Vivo. I think, yeah, corporate like Texan, but we are many.
And it's hard maybe to recognize them since it's the voice out there.
Yeah, facts.
And how would you rate the voiceover industry in Uganda?
It is bad.
How bad?
Compared to our neighbors and compared to how the systems actually run. Here we normally get paid a one-off. There are less campaigns that will approach you again, because I remember there are certain ads I did when I was like in 2017, and they're for government, and they're like Bilhazia ads. And then once in a while, after like three years, you hear the ad again, and you're like, even sound fake then. But we don't have like contracts. Other countries have like contracts, like you stop at a certain point in using my voice. Here we have contracts, but they're more in line with maybe taglines and words. So yeah, it's kind of hard to track. But if somebody's like replaying your ad again without changing anything, they can always do it. They can always, yeah. Not exactly. For example, right now, if somebody brings back a campaign and we did that and they have not changed anything, you're not going to stop them unless they're relaying your voice on something new. Yeah. But in Kenya, you actually write down a contract and you'd be like, okay, you're using this for 2 years if you ever bring it back. But the beauty about like timelined ads, like they never come back. They're normally like campaigns, like because they're pushing this for this year, so it's not going to come back.
Do you think anyone can be trained to be a voiceover artist, or it's talent?
No. Like I said in the beginning, everyone can be a voiceover artist. Like everyone can be an actor. It's all about acting. The only problem is how you articulate and how you're going to be. Like I said, everybody plays football, everybody sings, but there's a Chris Brown, and then there's a Trey Songz, there's a Pogba, there's a Messi. So there are levels to these things, but they're all good. I don't know if it makes sense. Like that's the only way I can say it, because it's a talent. Like we all lie naturally. We lie to our women, we lie to our parents and stuff like that. So it's all acting. You don't even have to have a deep voice. It's how you deliver. That's why I say everybody can do anything. It's just, are you natural or are you gonna practice a lot?
Tell us one of the hardest companies or voiceover you've done.
I don't think it was the hardest. I think it was because of the agency. The agency guys, when the copywriter is kind of like very particular about what they want. I remember it was a roofing ad, so at that time it was with Mud Agency, which is actually a good thing when you want a certain direction, you're not there. I think I over repeated the ad to a point that I told the producer, I was like, if this is the guy calling me again, it's all right. I'm okay with not taking this money.
So that's about
But
you.
lucky enough, it worked out. It worked out in the end.
That's nice. Tell us about your first payment as a voiceover artist.
I didn't mind much. Remember the time I told you, like, I had started working as an intern. So the reason why I remember that payment, because it comes later on, those LPO situations and stuff like that. It came at a time when I had no longer had transport to actually go to work. And that is the first payment. And all of a sudden, I was like, hey, can you come and sign for your money? I was like, okay, cool. I would say my first biggest paycheck was when we did MTN Pulse for the first time. MTN Pulse. I don't remember if you remember that. The reason why that is so dear to me because I got recognized as a contemporary audio producer among all the other producers who were there at that time because of what we did. Do you remember those ads of MTN Pulse? Jen likes to dance. Jumano would like to dance. I don't know if you guys remember them. So yeah. So it was one voice. So I did two voices. One that is high pitched, and then another one that was low pitched. But the thing is, we panned it. Like the high pitched was on the right. Like if you're listening to headphones, like we panned it. There's something they call panned, and the lower, deeper voice, or the down guy, was on the left. It's just life is down. So if you put it on headphones, you could hear it. You could hear the variations, and that was like something new. A lot of people were not risking to use that in the ad. And I was like a new intern producer, and I did it. And like when I got different calls from different producers, they're like, "Ah, this is pretty dope." That for me was it because I did everything. Like I voiced, I edited the whole ad, and it was actually one of the first biggest paychecks I got at that particular time.
Okay, that's quite beautiful. We're going to get into a quick fire question, fun quick fire questions. Sure. But before we delve into them, what would you tell the younger Neka, your younger self, right, the way you are right now, the position you're in right now? What would you tell your younger self?
Enjoy yourself. Life is fucked up the way it is already. I believe like I was so hard on myself at a certain point. Like I did not enjoy certain points in my life that I should have. Maybe because of I was trying to be disciplined and all of that. But enjoy yourself and things eventually work out.
Okay. So let's delve into the quick fire questions. Sure. You have to be a little bit fast while you're answering them. Right. Radio or TV?
TV.
Uganda or English?
English.
Fame or money?
Money, because we have money, you can buy fame. We have seen it around some socialites, don't even know what they're doing.
Wow. Studio or home recording?
Home recording, I have space. I'm giving you reasons. It's pretty fine.
It's okay. Soft voice or hype voice?
Oh, soft any day. Hypes, I hate them. They stress me out. I do them, but I hate them.
Favorite voice you've ever done?
Malt lager, 100% malt.
Okay.
Because it always comes in Ramadan. I don't know why. And I'm Muslim.
Malt lager, 100% malt, slow brewed for fuller flavor. Now in a distinctive new look.
Most difficult script you ever worked on? You told us about it.
Yeah, I think it was actually not even the difficult. It was more of the client.
One word.
Well, that is actually not the most difficult thing. The thing that's difficult is actually happened recently, and I even dropped it because I think they were trying to scam me. Some guys online. It was some Buddha book, audio book, and it had a lot of Indian names that I couldn't pronounce well. So it was very difficult.
You had to drop it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. one word for the voiceover industry in Uganda.
One word.
For the voiceover industry in Uganda.
One word is half sentences.
Okay, tell us a sentence, it's fine.
It's been real.
It's been?
It's been real.
Okay.
Yeah.
One brand you dream to voice for.
Budweiser.
Ever faked an accent?
For voicing? No, not really. Yeah, I think once. Once for an ad. Yeah, I think once.
Single or taken?
Complicated. I'm still trying to figure it out.
You're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Love or career right now?
I can have both. But career.
Okay, one thing people don't know about Neka.
I'm actually a soft-hearted soul. I come off as an hard a-hole, but I'm a very good guy. Like small things actually affect me. The big things don't. Like small things touch me. Like
Okay.
yeah. That was like a soft-hearted person. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many voices can you do?
I would say 3 to 4. I can do a high pitched. I can do this, and my normal voice is this, and then there's a normal voice I normally talk regularly. There's a funny story to that. So most of the time I tone down. It's like a defense mechanism. I tone down my best when I'm talking normally to people. One, it's because when my voice had broken out, my mom used to tell me don't shout at me. So when I was young, I used to find like a voice to regulate it. So when you find me, like if the conversation gets, it will turn back to the deep voice, but normally I keep it on the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do for us 3 different voices right now, like an advert, a movie, and a romantic line.
Romantic line. Reminds me of my radio days. 106.1 Next Radio. Hyped ad.
Well, let's start with the movie trailer.
No, let's start with the hyped ad because I hate them, and I like them. I hate them. Give me one concert. House of DJs presents Blankets and Wine, Kampala. So that's like the hype version. Then there's a mid version. Now let me just go to maybe trailer. How is a legend made? It is made by making the right choice for a start. A legend doesn't appear overnight. That's actually words from Jeff Koinange from Tascamore Lager. It's more my testing voice. Like those are the lines I say when I'm trying to test out something. And then there is a lead type of ad. You can buy this more. Oh no, like because I'm trying to get lines from my head. Buy this and more at Chinatown. And right now we are at Airbnb where pornography happens. But this is not a pornography set, it's a podcast set. So that's more like, sorry, nobody uses the word pornography. Do you know why? 70% of the internet is pornography. So whoever's going to watch this episode and puts pornography, they'll come back. So I've definitely marketed the show for you.
Thank you so much for coming through. Any words you have, any advice you have for the Gen Zs out there or the youths out there that would love to join the industry?
The Gen Zs, everything is possible now. It's very, very easy to do whatever you want. Content has always been king, but now it's even more king because we're selling attention. Right now, you have the power in your hands. You have a phone that can actually shoot 4K. You can go on a live and you get those endorsement deals. Just think big because now attention sells. And if you get the more attention than you want to be, that's why some of us are coming out of the shadows because we realize that a paycheck goes up when they see the face. And we're not also that ugly, so we're nice to look at.
I know, right? Beautiful conversations that we have had with Neka, real conversations, inspiring conversations. Thank you so much for being part of this particular episode. I hope you learned a thing or two. Until next time, bye-bye.